All right, team, what's going on? I'm Tim Jenkins, and welcome to All Things QB, where I watch every single clip and break down the most important ones. Today, we've got Bo Nix, a big win for this Denver Broncos team in Week 8 against the Carolina Panthers. So without further ado, let's jump into the film. All right, team, we are jumping into this thing. We've got a really great big in here from Bo Nix to Cortland Sutton. Great play design, big-time third down conversion. Everything you love to see from this Broncos offense. We'll play it for you one more time, and then we'll draw it up. Kind of feels like that safety pulled up a little bit, if I'm being honest with you. But we've got I don't want that one. We've got our shallow cross right here working across the formation. We've got our over route right here. And then we've got our big in behind it, okay? How you're going to read this thing, you're going to read this thing over to the big in, probably down to the shallow, right? Trying to buy time for this. I think we've got a check release swing. Trying to buy time for this guy to get across. Just a great throw. Really good throw from Bo. You can see Bo's feet. Gosh. What's great about this is he's got a free runner in his face, right? Got a free runner in the face. They've got a little game here trying to get 52 free. And they do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitch, hitch, ball. Just a great job by Cortland holding on to the football too. Really, really, really good stuff. Great start. Great 3rd and 6 conversion. It's on the same drive, 2nd and 5. I love this play here. And I know it's like, hey, we're showing you an incompletion. I'm saying I love it, but this is a this is just making a play. You've got a free runner. So what I want to talk through is that we've got a free runner and we've got no one really downfield. And it's just really great knowledge of the offense, because what you do is you've got this motion guy coming across. He's on this like bullet takeoff. You've got this deep over with this deep over. And then you've got our back in the flat. Okay, Bo's working out of the pocket this way. This guy is our free runner. So when you look at all this, right? All this happening, we've got what we would call like a set sprint out. You can see how he goes the set and then he sprints out. You got the free runner. So, okay, could Bo pull up right now and kind of float this thing to him? Absolutely he could. I think what Bo does is he feels this guy working downhill with some tempo and this guy running free and thinks to himself, man, I can't, if I float that out to Javonte, he's going to get killed. So instead he pumps a free runner, anchors his feet inside, knows that, hey, I've got Cortland Sutton working here. Let me give him a shot at this thing. And listen, the ball's a little bit behind him. So I don't want to act like, hey man, I flat out straight up love the heck out of it. Cause listen, we're behind our receiver. But what I will say is to make this football play when you've got a free runner to where he has to change his angle, you pump him and then re-anchor inside and give our guy a shot, is that a perfect football? Absolutely not, right? Is it a ball that, hey, we feel like gives our guy over 50% chance to complete it? No, it's not. But I do like the aggressiveness of the decision to pull up there, pump the free runner, and then give Sutton somewhat of a shot at it. I feel good about that rep. Now we've got a great little boot dime here. Little action. Gosh, perfect design. Great job by Bo holding on to the football. Because on these boots, you got to hold on to the ball long enough, extend it horizontally for the whole concept to set up, right? Because what you're doing is You've got your primary. He's going to work like an ultra high. Then you've got right here, we're going to be on the shallow. Then you've got right here, he's on the over. And then that's what creates the 3-layer stretch, right? To me, you always read these things top down, 1 to 2 to 3. Some people, though, coach it as a true ladder read, right? Like you're climbing up the ladder, 1, 2, 3. I've always liked the reverse ladder read where you read top down, because to me, it's like if you get out of the pocket, the point is to be aggressive with the football, right? The point is to be aggressive with the football. We've got the action here. We're booting towards the sideline. Really good job extending the play. Gosh, great football. Great job by the tight end, too, of working the green grass. Just a perfect angle. Great job by Bo. Look at it from the tight. Look at the action here. Maybe a little bit more extension. A little bit more extension from Bo there. You see how that the arm's kind of broken there a little bit. You really want to see that ball all the way extended, right? Like 18 used to do. You really want to see that ball all the way extended and then boom, pull it back in. But just a great job here. Boom, boots out. You can see he peaked that flat first, right? They're probably a true ladder read in Denver. Peaked the flat first. Then he got to the over route. Man, pretty stuff. Pretty stuff. Pretty stuff. Here we got another boot. Oh, I'm going to talk you guys through this play design because this is one I just flat out love. Let's watch it one more time. Okay. There are so many elements that make this play awesome. Let's walk through all of them, okay? Element number 1 is we got bunch, okay? So we're in true probably, let's call it 12 personnel, where we got one back, right? We've got our back. And then we got 2 tight ends right here, okay? We got our X and our Z. We're probably in like a buzz right, because you got the tight end setting the strength, but then you're still in a bunch set. Anyway, so you're in 12, or you could say 21 if you want to say this is a fullback, right? Whatever you want to do. I actually don't know what he's listed at on the roster, so transparently, you guys feel free to correct me in the comments. We got a little corner there. We've got a sit route here. We've got our flat route here. We're selling run to the right, and part of what makes this run sell so good is the fact that we're pulling the left guard. So watch the left guard pull. The left guard pulling really helps this run look. Okay. And then Bo with some great. That's good ball extension there. That's really good ball extension. You can see his arm all the way locked out. That's great. That's great. That's more what I was talking about on that boot that you'd maybe want to see, right? More of that run extension. And then now you got to watch 2, okay? So they end up high-lowing 2 at the corner route in the flat. He turns and peels to take away the corner. Bo sees that, reacts to it, rips a dime in there on the flat for a touchdown. Great catch, too. Look at this here. Good feet, great ball extension. Gets outside of 94. Yeah, 2 is in no man's land, if we're being honest. 2's in a tough spot because he's got to cover both of them. That's the point of this play, is you stress him. Gosh. Good football, good catch. And then we're just going to follow it up with another clip that I absolutely love. Absolutely love this thing. We got a little jalapeno concept. Okay, so let's maybe talk through this a little bit. We got the Panthers are bringing 5, right? Panthers are bringing 5 here. We got 5 guys coming. Okay. When you get that, what do you usually get behind it? Usually get some form of cover 1, right? Where you've got 1, boom, boom, boom. They probably got a robber here if that back doesn't release. And then they got their single high cover guy, right? What you're going to see the Broncos run here is they run a little, what we call jalapeno, which is double post with the deep over. So you've got your crossfield post here. You've got your win post here. And then you're running Sutton all the way across the formation. You read this thing 1 to 2 and then down to the flat. Obviously, these posts are gobbled up because of the single high safety, right? We're not trying to really throw this post into a single high safety. But the deep over runner is wide open because it is so dang hard to run all the way across the formation. Like, this is so much to ask this corner to do, to run all the way across the formation with Cortland Sutton. That's, I don't want to say impossible, but I will say virtually impossible. Just a great job by Cortland getting all the way across the formation. Great job by Bo reading this thing out, staying in the pocket, being anchored when he throws. That's a darn good football too, huh? Look at this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anchor, ball. Yeah. That's something you can dig. That's something you could dig. And then we've got, I want to say it's the next play, just ripping a classic Flutie concept. Man. Yeah, just, I mean, I want to say it's a darn near perfect call too. Darn near perfect call. I want to say they're getting quarter, half, which means we've got, you're playing a fourth of the field, you're playing a fourth of the field. Boom, we've got press. Then we've got a half field, right? So it's really quarters on this side, cover 2 on this side. And if that is, in fact, the covers that the Panthers are playing, nowadays everything's so darn, fluid, and these guys are so good on defense that it's hard to tell. But this Flutie concept post sale is as good as it gets against quarters, right? Look at the post kind of gobble up both these guys, right? By the time this guy breaks on it, the ball's already out of Bo's hand. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitch ball. Yeah, perfect. That's such a darn good football. Really great job by the line, too. You can see they're working out as if 7's coming, 7 drops, right? And then, boom, we work in a double. Just a great job. Great job. Watch the protection chip, too, from 45. Right here, boom. Chips him. Yeah. So darn good. This one, I can't. I don't think I can compliment it enough. What they've got is they've got a little spin-off of a really, I don't want to say old, but just like a staple in National Football League. We've got Raider, which is you've got the sluggo to your number 1 receiver. We've got the bubble here, right? So it's supposed to look like slant bubble. Then here we've got our stick nod. And then here we've got our out and up, right? You read this thing, sluggo to the stick nod to the out and up. Panthers are bringing pressure. And Bo works the progression. You can see his eyes start to the left, gets off of it. I think once he feels that safety leave the middle of the field, right? He feels that safety go flying out of there. And then he says, you know what? I've got one-on-one on my stick nod, and it's exactly what this play's drawn up to attack. Stupid throw. Ridiculous catch here. Absolute ridiculous catch right there. That's as good as it gets. Look at this thing. My goodness, man. Another defender, too, in his face, does not care. 91 bearing down on him, just puts a perfect ball in there. Really great catch from the tight end. Bo just does not care that that guy's running free at him. All right, team, it is halftime. We are 7 clips into this thing. We've got 8 more clips to go. But before we do that, you football junkies like me, jump over to our Patreon account. There are more clips and longer breakdowns over there. Plus, the NFL has been getting crazy with copyright. So it really fuels the growth of the channel. If you guys jump over there and subscribe, it means the world to me if you're willing to do that. If not, and you've just enjoyed the video so far, please like this video. And remember to, as always, comment for the algorithm. You can just hit FTA down there, which means for the algorithm. And then please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. That's all I've got for you guys for halftime. So you guys know the deal. Let's jump back into the film. All right, team, right here we got a little shallow special. Man, so darn close. Love the concept. Love what they drew up here. Really hard to tell, too. So we've got this over route here, the deep over. We've got a clear from Sutton. And we're just going to work this shallow. And then we're going to turn it up. This is the key guy. Look at how he works in there. Trying to get lost, right? Watch him. Trying to get lost. I want to say it's a perfect football. I want to say it's a perfect football. Do I know for sure? I don't think so. I think it's hard to tell in this angle too a little bit. Great job by Bo. Really good extension in the run game. Great extension in the run game. Knows we've got the shot play called. Yeah, I don't know what in the world happens there, to be honest. Looks like a darn good football to me that we got to make a play on. Obviously, receivers want to just, a quarter of a yard tighter on their body. But those are the ones you got, in my opinion, you got to kind of feel good about as a quarterback. It's a pretty darn good throw. Here we got an end dime. Another end dime. Second progression throw. All part of that growth, I think, for Bo Nix that you're starting to see. Just got the speed out, or the big out here with the big in. Bo's going to work it off of play action. We got the slicer again, really selling it, working play action. You can see his eyes working from that out to the in. Watch his eyes. Boom. Sees the out, doesn't like it. You can see he almost pumps it at the top, right? He doesn't actually pump it, but he's almost loading to throw. Boom, gets off it, reset. Great football. Yeah. It's a great progression dime. Great progression dime. Yeah. Those are the ones that, to me, it's just like, I love seeing his feet work. I love seeing, hey, my eyes and my feet are tied to my progression, right? Watch his eyes and his feet tied to it. Look, eyes and feet, reset ball, navigating the pocket. Another strike with what becomes a free runner, running in his face. Just such a good football. Great progression, great ball. Those are the kind of things that if you can just keep saying about a young quarterback, right? Great progression, great ball. great progression, good decision. Those are the kind of things that if you start to hear that a lot, man, it's tough to not get excited. That's just big time. That is just big time. This is one too that it's just so hard to tell. We'll look at it from the tight. So hard to tell what happened. I love the design. Okay, it's basically double slot fade with a little crossing route almost out of empty. So both concepts are mirrored, where you have these takeoffs, these slot fades. You have these in routes, these under routes outside, and then you have this deep over here, or this cross route working this guy. Single high safety, both things. Hey, I'm taking my slot fade. I'm taking it to the field. Gosh, it is another one of those that is just so darn close. I think it goes right through his arms, honestly. Yeah, it feels like it just goes right through the wickets. Yeah. That's a tough one. This one, we just got easy money. And by easy money, I mean easy money for Bo Nix. They're just doing same side boot, right? Reverse action, making it look like, hey, we're, running the ball, or it's a lazy fake. We're trying to bait 7 into coming in, hoping this guy gets lost in the wash. It's exactly what happens. Bo does a great job of getting 7 in the air with a little pump. Freezes him. He's able to get outside and dump it to him. Nice job. Here we got a little scramble dime. Gosh, those right there, and I know I want to let it roll for you guys, but these moves right here are just... These quarterbacks in the pocket, man, with those instincts, just step up, boom, get out of there. Step up, get out of there. Got to love the instincts. Look at it from the tight. Look at this instinct step up. It's out of the pocket, drives it on the sideline. It's about as good as it gets. It's about as good as it gets. Steps up, avoids the pressure, gets out of the pocket, just boom, and a great catch. Great catch. We got another sail dime here. We're working it out of a creative formation. That's something that's... You almost get the same 3-layer flood that you get on boot, right? That's almost what you get here on this play, because you get Sutton. He's on that ultra high, right? Then out of the backfield, we get our fullback on the sail, and then our back is in the flat. So you get that same 3 levels, just more from the pocket here. Then who lines up as our fullback ends up wide open. Man. Just a shot. Just a shot in there. And then last one I've got for you guys. Just a little bit of fun here. We're throwing this thing back to Sutton. Sutton's letting it rip down the field. Look at our buddy. That's a good ball. I want to say that's Davis Webb. I'm pretty excited, coach down there. You got to love it. The screen back out of the backfield. It's just hilarious. It's a good football from 1-4. It's a darn good football. So all in all, okay, I want to tell you guys that I thought this was one of the better called games from Sean Payton and this Broncos offense. I thought they did a great job setting things up, designing plays. Obviously, the Carolina Panthers are struggling this year. I think that's an understatement. With that being said, the game flow, the calls, I just thought everything flowed well this week. You know, we've had some of these games where I get on here and I'm like, oh man, it was a funky game the way it laid out. This one was one of those where it just laid out perfectly for this Broncos offense. I think they did a great job. You guys comment, let me know. You guys comment below, let me know what you thought. And then until next time, peace.